I was told it's International Podcast Day. So I'm rushing to get a podcast out. And here I am. Now, I've also been advised that these podcasts should be a video also. And so, vodcast? I don't know. But now they will be from 0 to today up on YouTube. Today's edition is the first one that will have yours truly on the screen. All the previous ones are just going to have a graphic since we didn't record video on those previously. But they are all going to go up on YouTube. Today's is the first version of one with yours truly. So it's International Podcast Day. Here we are recording an international podcast. That's right, this thing will go international. We know it. And in the haste of everything that's going on, my wife and I just moved to a new home. And when I say just moved, that was 7 or 8 weeks ago. So we're still trying to get everything figured out. Which is why you get such a luscious background today. In the future, I obviously will have, one of those world famous bookcases filled with awards and leather-bound books and many, many, many treasures. But today you get this. You get this nice austere background that is one of our guest bedrooms. On top of that, today is the day after the craziest presidential debate I've ever seen. And we've got Bayern Munich playing in the Super Cup. We've got the Cubs and the Marlins on. Just tons of baseball today. It is a weird, weird world we're living in, but here we are today to have a conversation. And that conversation today is really how to turn the page. How do we turn the page? How do brands, how do companies turn the page? And you look at industries across the board that are plagued by the coronavirus pandemic. Restaurants, us, agencies, other agencies. We've talked to many that have been struggling because brands and companies have pulled back work because they don't know how to respond. And it is on us, ultimately, to advise them on how to respond. We're the agency. We're their creative powerhouse. We tell them how to activate, how to advertise, how to communicate to their consumer. And right now, we live in a COVID world. We've got to tell them how to communicate. So from restaurants to agencies to ultimately our topic today, which is the travel industry, we are going to talk about ways we can get back in front of our consumer, back to work, putting people together again. That's what we're doing on today's vodcast. Hey everybody, I'm Luke Miller, host of Talk Shop, an industry podcast that really explores everything there is in the advertising marketing space, specifically engagement marketing. I am the founder, CEO, janitor of Moment Creative, or just Moment, or Moment Production, or whatever you want to call us. It doesn't matter. I'm here today to talk to each and every one of you about getting in front of your consumer again. And we're going to talk about the travel industry in particular. So let's hone in on a few brands specifically that we believe can benefit from engaging your consumer again. We're talking about airlines, United, Southwest, Delta, American. We're talking about you guys. We're also talking about hotel and lodging companies. So Hilton, Marriott, Airbnb. You're in the sector. Rental car companies, National, Enterprise, Hertz, Avis. These all fall into this category because what's happening are people are not traveling. But it is starting to tick back up. The people that are traveling have decided that they're comfortable with traveling. They're okay with it. The people that aren't traveling are the people you need to be talking to. And that's what we can help you do. So if you're Marriott and you've got thousands, hundreds of thousands of empty rooms, empty beds every night, the overhead that you are seeing every day, money fly out the window, nobody's laying in your beds. Your hotels are at 50% occupancy or less. You're not hosting meetings and events. You're panicking a little bit. Now, on the flip side of that, you're a multinational corporation with a pretty big bank account. So as you strategize on how to bring people back, so do we. So does Moment. We talk about it internally every single day. How can we bring you, your consumers? Well, we can and we will. And we'll do it in a very, very safe way. So if you're Marriott, why not go out where people are right now? People are camping. People are in nature. People are outside. You know, you can walk around across the street from our office is Union Station in downtown Denver. Now, it's not bustling like it once was, but it is still a city center. There is still quite a bit of traffic in the area. And there's also a lot of hotels, a lot of people not going into them. So why don't we reach those consumers, talk to them about what Marriott is doing to make the experience safer, what Marriott has done to improve their cleanliness, what Marriott will continue doing to maintain a very clean hotel and industry-wide standards that are going to give people comfort in a very weird time. We're coming up on arguably one of the busiest times of year for travel, the holidays. People just aren't booking flights. They aren't booking hotels. So, good Lord, I have to edit this out. My nose feels like it's going to fall off right now. They say your nose itches when people are talking about you, your ears are burning, or I don't know what the proper term is, but good Lord, it feels like my entire nose has the chicken pox. And I've now lost my complete train of thought. We're talking about the holidays, right? We're talking about how empty flights and hotels are. I went to book our Thanksgiving flight because we're heading back to be with family. And when I went to pick my seat, the plane is utterly empty. I bought the ticket with points because I have a billion of them. It was cheap. You know, your points are your cheapest times of year are 10,000 points for one way, you know. And that's a bargain, right? You never see that at Thanksgiving. You never see 10,000 points at Thanksgiving. But I just did. And I booked 3 seats for 10,000 points each direction. Now, that's fantastic. But the plane is empty. I went to go pick my seats. There's nothing there. There's nothing in the whole list. Take any seat you want. 10A, 30A. They're all still available. Usually, I mean, it's October. Usually at Thanksgiving, you're kind of, oh crap, prices are going up. Seats are getting taken. Not this year, because people aren't doing it. People aren't traveling. So if you're Marriott, how do you hit your consumer? How do you get out there? How do you get in front of them? Well, we at Moment have strategized ways for the travel sector to get in front of their consumer again. And if you're a brand like Marriott, Hilton, Delta, United, whatever, you're in that sector, we want to talk to you because we know we can help. I'm Luke Miller. That's the podcast. That's it for today. That's the vodcast. Hope you join me on the next one. We're going to have a better background. But right now, this is what you get. So enjoy it. Talk to you again soon.